women can't attract affluent white men. This is a white man who I guess he was on a dinner and he really wanted to speak his mind this night. So we're gonna go here and hear what he has to say here. This is gonna be a very, 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 very unique conversation right here. Let me get this banner strolling real quick so we can do that. There we go. All right, here we go, y'all. Well, we doing this tonight, TikTok? TikTok just ain't gonna play tonight. I'm literally pushing play, y'all.
And speaking of TikTok, I'm on TikTok live too. So
give me 1 second, y'all. Let me get me a rain up here. Maybe I need to refresh this one. They can call. We don't want her. Yeah, we don't want her. So, yeah. TikTok playing tonight. Let's see here. What? Here we go, y'all. We got it. We got it back. We got it. Thank y'all for having patience. So this is Pressure Point. It says why most black women can't attract affluent white men. Here we go.
People are raised to be reserved and not explain what they like. Like, for a white person to walk into a room and say, I don't like that, is a big deal. It's a huge deal. For a black person to do that, it's totally normal. It's normal to say, I don't like that, I like this. White people would walk in and politely say, oh, no, thank you, but they would never say, I don't like it. They don't do that. White people are raised to be reserved and not explain what they like. Like, for a white person to walk into a room and say, I don't like that, is a big deal. It's a huge deal. For a black person to do that, it's totally normal. It's normal to say, I don't like that, I like this. White people would walk in and politely say, oh, no, thank you, but they would never say, I don't like it. They don't do that. What?
So if I could bet my dollar on this, Ray, he's dating a black woman.
Yeah.
And he's having a conversation with her right now, and she's recording him.
Yeah.
That's what because I don't think this is just a random topic that a white person would have with another white person. Like, it wouldn't make sense. So what is your thoughts about this? He said he doesn't feel that black women can attract affluent white men because pretty much of the way they come into the room or the way they are, their dominance, I guess he is talking about.
I think that's the problem with white folk. They too reserved. They don't speak their mind. If they don't like something, they don't say why they don't like it, or hey, I don't like that. They just come into the room and they'll sit in uncomfortable spaces instead of speaking their mind. I think black women have the tendency to speak their mind more often, and I think that people find that offensive. Unfortunately, it's okay to speak your mind, but do it so politely. And I'm not saying that black women don't speak their mind politely. I'm just saying any woman, period, or any person, period. Speak your mind, but do so politely. Don't do it aggressively. And I think that's where that stigma, the aggressive black woman comes from. It's because of the way it's being spoken.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that you're disagreeing, but just the way you're disagreeing. Yeah, the projection.
Yeah, he said maybe he needs to find a more quiet and not so dominant black woman. I'm going to tell you this, and this is just from my experience. My experience, you guys. I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but from what I have experienced, most white men who do choose black women normally pick the ones that most black men don't want. It's kind of the same in inverse, right? Like where people always say, oh, black men, why you pick that white girl? You know what I mean? Like that type of thing. But I seen it a lot, especially in the military. Like you would see a lot of outgoing black women choose the white guy, but it can run down to financial benefits too. Like, because I think he made that very prevalent, right? His quote was affluent white men.
Okay.
You see what I mean? Like he's talking about men that have wealth and have garnered wealth. So I think those men tend to go more towards the more dominant black woman. And I gotta say this, if any white men watching this right now, y'all know white men like a lot of weird, freaky stuff too. So they be wanting those women that's gonna be very dominant. Like Lorraine know they want somebody that's gonna be very dominant. Like, yeah, y'all know that more for like the red room talk, but like a lot of white men like that dominatrix of like, tie me up, 50 Shades of Grey. You know what I mean? Like for real. And they get more of that from the more dominant black woman who likes control. Because I think a lot of white women can be more modest, right? I think shout out to Classy yesterday, he talked about the difference between like humility, modesty, and all that stuff. I think what he was saying that white women are more modest when they step into a room. But I also think it's one of those topics that people always speak about, like we have to stand out when we go in places, or we have to like establish dominance. Kind of like Rain, you would have an advantage, if you walked in a room, which we're going to be talking about in our next topic. We're going to talk about some things. But like I think it's a very unique question. It's just weird. When you sent this over, I thought that was very unique. I was like, who has that type of conversation though?
Yeah, he has to be on a date with a black woman. Has to be.
Yeah. And she probably done heard this conversation more than once, and she's like, I'm gonna record it tonight. I'm gonna record it tonight. For real. Because he looked like he very wealthy, and they looked like they had like a 10-course meal on that table.
Oh, yeah.
He said, no, you was right the first time, Rain. He said, facts on facts. Hey, Trisha, though, I'm trying to say the right thing without punching down, because I have seen a lot of white men date very aggressive black women, but that's what I prefer.
Yeah.
Especially like a meek white man, he prefers a dominant black woman to kind of speak up and be the voice in the room, because he's more of a, I'm gonna be chill and not say much. She said white men have a low tolerance for this. Okay. WWE pro wrestlers, let's go. Oh yeah.
High tolerance. She said high tolerance.
Oh, okay. She said so she's saying they can deal with this. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Jen, you're gonna have to give us some information. I know you as they say, blackity black, you could be whitey white. Yeah. So you can let us know. You can let us know. You can let us know. Shout out to Jen in the chat. Trisha said a modest woman in general for me is the best thing. I think most men would prefer a modest woman. A modest woman. Yeah. But yeah, anything else on that topic, Rain?
No.
All right. Well, y'all go ahead. I'm sorry, I'm stepping.
I said we can roll on.
Y'all make sure, Rain usually says this, but make sure that if you're watching this on the rewatch, that you leave a comment on the pressure point topic tonight. I would love to hear other people's opinion, especially when we cut this up. I would love to hear other white men's opinion. I want to hear what some white men got to say about this. For real. Trisha said maybe their tolerance is high because they lack masculinity. That's why Rain dates black men.
Ding. Tristan hit the nail on the head directly. And that's, what? That's why you asked me that question, and I told you my answer, but you weren't satisfied with my answer.
They knocked me out, y'all. They ain't like that. They ain't like that, Tristan. They ain't like that, Tristan. She still ain't answered the question yet, though.
I have.
She still ain't answered the question though. While
she we'll be revisited by the next show. I have you a
monologue.
A great articulated answer to your question.
Why I choose black? The other side of the kettle. Into Deep said, oh yeah. Into Deep. I know. Hey y'all, shout out to Into Deep. Make sure y'all go catch his review and reaction to our show.
Yeah,
go catch it. Trisha said, I told y'all masculinity hit different.
It does.
She said